Much greetings to you, good people. Coming to you from Kengariso village at Mama Fred's home. And I'm here to again update you on the work that has taken place in this home. The transformation that we are working hard to bring about. And to start with, my name is John Bosco. I'm from Joint Hands Green Life Trees, and we've been working at Mama Fred's home to bring about the transformation that we've been talking about. And the greatest thing to celebrate today, it has rained heavily. It has been raining and the rains just stopped. And so we are happy that our work can now proceed, because there'll be adequate water, and the ground won't be so dry, plants will grow. Yeah, so that is the positivity we see here. Starting with the driveway, this is the state in which it was when I last updated you. There's not much that we've done in it, but we are looking forward to accomplishing it, just because there have been lots and lots of tasks to be undertaken. But one on one, let's go. This is the driveway, and the rains are also helping us to begin understanding these water pools and how to go about the drainage system, and how this whole water will be flowing into the culvert that is by the roadside. I mean, into the furrow by the roadside, and find its way. Because we won't want to have pools of water here and there, particularly on this driveway. Now, we would have considered compacting it, but since there's not much, we do not expect much of vehicles in here, the cost of compacting it is also a little high, so we won't get into it. But we look forward to plastering the road curb on either side, and also aligning the plants, which is what we've not yet done. But I'm glad that Mama Fred has already cultivated her garden here, and it's been cultivated to either side. What is of necessity right now is to do harrowing, and after the harrowing, she'll be good to do planting in this coming season, because we are getting into the short rain season, and this will just work so well for her. Right. Inside the home, it is all wet because it has been raining. Our motorcycles are parked here. This is the new look of the compound. No much debris. It is getting cleaner. The house that she was constructing, you can see it over there. But now, importantly, this is what I was bringing to your attention. We had proposed that chickens would have their section in there. And as you can see, we've fenced off and joined up this corner here. So as you can look here around, now this is the section that is being spared for the chickens. And once they leave this house that is undergoing construction, they'll be entering into this compound. They won't have any other option, because the only door provision for that house will be heading right in here. And if the project grows bigger someday, then we could consider having a separate poultry house right inside this compound. But now her chickens are still few, so she will share the chickens. She will share the kitchen with the chickens. Right. So again, as you check around here, work is ongoing. Fred told me that she needed this house just so much, and she is been in the process of undertaking this construction, but somehow she has run out of materials and resources. As you may recall, the initial house was just so small, and these iron sheets were just adequate. But since the size of the house became bigger, she has run out of iron sheets. That is what she told me, and also even resources to accomplish this structure. We'll get to hear from her. Now, once this is done, it will mean that the entire area will be enclosed. And once enclosed, this is the only area that will be left. The space between the new house and the main house. Now this space here will be the means of getting into the kitchen garden. And so here we go into the kitchen garden. Right, so here in the kitchen garden, this is the work that has been taking place. We've done a few fruit trees, and Arthur was planting this orange tree. The work still goes on here, and we are lucky that it has rained, so there's no much of a problem or a worry concerning watering. It has just rained heavily. This pit has been worked on completely. What is required here next is to work on means of covering it up, but otherwise it is just done completely. Its depth is about 4 feet, and that is enough to keep all organic matter. All organic waste will be going right in here, and once organic waste goes in here, it will decompose, and after it decomposes, it will become manure, and that manure will always be applied to the vegetables here. Now moving around, you can see the work that had already been started off. This is a sowing bed, and Arthur did coriander. Arthur, was this coriander?
Yes, it was.
Yeah, so Arthur is confirming to me that this was coriander. When we started this work, the sun was just shining hot. We didn't anticipate it would rain. So we used jerry cans to ferry water from the river, but we are lucky that all the effort didn't go in vain. We watered, and then the rains followed. And so back here we've planted kales, and these kales have been done in furrows. So within the furrows here, Arthur, you could tell us something about this. Let me give you time to explain.
Thank you. I'm Arthur Nelson Mandela,
Yes.
the agronomist. And today we came to work on the kitchen garden at Mama Fred's home. So we are trying to improve the life of Mama Fred. So we want to provide food, and we are happy that for everyone who is giving hand, helping hand to this. So the furrows here will help during the hot sun season. After watering, it will help in water retention, and when we use manure, if you water, there will be no erosion. So the manure will be retained inside the furrows.
Thank you. All right, I think you got that explanation coming to you courtesy of Joint Hands Green Life Trees with our agronomist Arthur, who is the lead person in bringing up this kitchen garden. And we also we are doing holes. Yeah, so holes were prepared all over here for planting of pawpaws. So here Arthur is planting this pawpaw tree. So we are planting about 3 pawpaw trees. So these pawpaw trees will be a source of nutrition, fruit nutrition. But at the same time, we are going to retain most of the banana plants that you see here. Taking example of this one that is just almost maturing up, and this is banana that is meant to be cooked. A very good source of nutrition. They call it matoke. And so we'll retain a number of banana plants here, including those that will be to the chicken section, the poultry section. So those in the poultry section, I think we'll explore best way of managing them. But as you move to this other side, this will be the kitchen garden, and this kitchen garden is separated from the chicken zone, the poultry zone, and it is separated through this chain link here. So meaning the chickens will be locked up there so that they won't interfere with the vegetables that will be growing up here. And that is the nature of the work. Now, going by the challenge, the water challenge that we faced in this home during the time when it was the sun was shining hot, there are a few recommendations that I would love to make. As it was raining, I learned that this house here lacks gutters. So a lot of water was going to waste. It would be necessary that we have some gutters placed at the top of the house so that when it rains, that water is harvested, and it is harvested into some containers, a water tank, some jerry cans, so they can fill up, because what they had by the door were these buckets, as you can see them. But there was nothing like a gutter to hold the water so that the water ultimately gets into the containers. So this gutter here is something that I would recommend, that she has gutters, and that would help to get some water. Because despite the heavy rain, this is the only water you can see that has been harvested. This here didn't even fill up the basin, and a little water in the bucket. So that is it, a recommendation I would love to make.
Hai. Nafurahia sana kwa vile mmenikingia hapa. Kuku zangu hazitatembea tembea ovyo ovyo. Nitapanda mimea yangu vizuri, itatoka vizuri. Kama ni maharage, nitafuna tu vizuri. Nafurahia sana.
Asante.
Nataka mnisaidie hii nyumba, nipate jiko na nyumba ya kuku.
Sasa umefikia wapi?
Nimefikia hapo.
Okay.
Sina doo ingine ya kufanyia saidi.
Sawa sawa. Haya, asante.
Sehemu ya maji ya kunywa. Sitakuwa na kunywa yenye kisima ya chota hapo kwa kisima. Nataka maji mvua ikinyesha, tupate maji hapo kidogo ya kukunywa.
So you've heard it from Mama Fred. She's also talked about the gutter here because she needed to harvest water, just as I explained, and she said that this is a cleaner source of drinking water than the well, the borehole. But she's grateful that we have done the fencing off of the poultry section and also the kitchen garden. So she feels that whatever crops that she does won't be affected by the poultry. As you understand, chickens, when they free range, they end up destroying crops sometimes. When legumes are flowering, they like eating the flowers, and you know, once they eat the flowers, let's say bean flowers, then you don't expect to harvest any beans. And also, she was talking about this structure here. She said she has done her best to bring it up, but this is the far she was able to come. As she struggles to bring it up to completion, she's asking whoever will wish her, who may step in and help her to accomplish it, so that she has a kitchen, an external kitchen, and also have a poultry section, that is the chicken section, since this other structure is hosting the goats and the cow, her cow and also the cow. So there's just that is the much she has requested for. And I think to that point I've highlighted most of what we needed to know. The work in this compound is still ongoing, and we could not accomplish it even within today, but we'll still be back here to do a lot more that is necessary to be done, so that this is brought to completion, and also so that we reach the ultimate goal that we are pursuing, so that we get to the transformation, we achieve the ultimate transformation that we are yearning for. To that point, I do not have much to say. I look forward to updating you a lot more in our other subsequent videos when we'll be doing them here. For today, it has rained and it kept us waiting until it ended, and it is so late. It is almost getting dark back here. We need to rush to Migori, which is very far away from Kengariso, so our journey should be kicking off. I'm just so grateful for the kind of support that you've always given us. I look forward to receiving comments from you. I also look forward to hearing a lot from you, and also your advice is welcome. Those who would wish to critique, we normally get some very positive criticism, and we welcome. And we also welcome any form of any form of motivation. We welcome it. I'm just so happy. For Joint Hands Green Life Trees, my name is John Bosco. I wish you the very best. For now, I say bye-bye.